Now, let me tell you something every man needs to hear. Women are masters of silent invitations. They're not going to walk up to you and say, kiss me, or put your arm around me. That's not how attraction works. Instead, they drop little signals, not obvious, not loud, but subtle, and they are testing to see if you're man enough to notice. And here's the painful truth. Most guys miss them. They overthink, they hesitate, they freeze, and by the time they figure out what was happening, the moment is gone, and so is her interest. But not you, because after today, you will never miss the signs again. And I'm going to walk you through 10 powerful, easy to read signs that she wants you to make the first move. These aren't recycled dating tips. They are deep psychological tales, the things she does when she's secretly hoping you will step up. Now, by the end of this video, you will have clarity. You will know exactly when to lean in, exactly when to close the gap, exactly when she's waiting for you. Understand? Now, let's get right into the video. Why most men never see the signs? This is the question. Why most men never see the signs? Now, before we break it down, let's ask the real question. Why do men miss the signals? It's because women communicate interest indirectly. They rarely say what they feel directly, not because they are playing games, but because they want to see if you're confident and tuned in enough to notice. They are watching. Do you notice the way her body language shifts around you? Do you see the little ways she positions herself closer? Do you recognize the way she's encouraging you without words? If you can't read these things, you will miss your shot. But if you can, you become the guy who just knows, the guy she feels safe with, the guy she actually wants to chase her. That's the difference between being just a friend and being the man she wants. Now, the first sign is her energy shifts the moment you arrive. A woman who wants you to make the first move doesn't always tell you with words. She tells you with energy. Watch how she is when you're not around. Then notice the change when you step into the room. Does she sit up straighter? Does her voice get a little more lively? Does she suddenly become more animated, laughing louder, or smiling more? That's not coincidence. That's her energy tuning into yours. It's her way of saying, you have my attention. Now, what are you going to do with it? If she lights up when you appear, that's your first green light. Now, the second sign is she finds excuses to be close. Proximity is never random. It is never random. If she's constantly finding ways to be in your space, sitting next to you when other seats are open, leaning toward you when you talk, brushing your arm or shoulder, she's not just being friendly. She's inviting you. Now, think about it. If a woman doesn't want your attention, she creates distance. If she does, she creates closeness. And sometimes that closeness is her way of whispering without words, I want you to notice me. So if she keeps orbiting near you, that's not by accident. That's an opening. Now, the third sign is her eye contact lingers too long. There is normal eye contact, and then there is that eye contact when she holds your gaze a little longer than necessary, when her eyes lock with yours, and then that's away with a smile. When she keeps looking back at you across the room, she's giving you a signal. Eyes are powerful because they reveal what words hide. A lingering stare is one of the clearest ways a woman says, come closer. And here's the secret. The longer she holds eye contact without breaking, the stronger the green light. Now, sign 4 is she plays with her hair or lips around you. This is a classic, but not for the reasons most men think. When a woman touches her hair, bites her lip, or fiddles with her jewelry while you're talking, it's often because her body is releasing nervous energy. That nervous energy, attraction. Her mind is racing, her body is reacting, and she channels that energy into small fidgety movements. It's not random, it's subconscious. So if she's twirling her hair, touching her lips, or adjusting her clothes while she looks at you, that's her body language screaming what her words won't say. The fifth sign, she makes the conversation stretch. A woman who wants you to make the first move won't just talk to you, she will keep talking. Notice if she's finding reasons to keep the conversation alive. Maybe she asks you unnecessary questions. Maybe she laughs at jokes that weren't that funny. Maybe she brings up random topics just to keep you engaged. She's not doing that because she's bored. She's doing it because she wants more time with you. The longer she stretches the conversation, the more she's waiting for you to bridge the final gap. Sign 6, she gives you the pause. This is one of the most powerful signs and the one most men miss. Sometimes when a woman wants you to make the first move, she will create a pause. She will fall silent for a few seconds. She will look at you almost as if she's waiting for something. That pause isn't awkward, it's an opening. She is saying, without words, this is your moment. Do something. If you feel that pause with nervous chatter, you miss it. But if you lean in during that pause, whether it's reaching for her hand, brushing her cheek, or moving closer, you've just unlocked the door she held open for you. The 7th sign, she compliments you in a personal way. Not all compliments are the same. No. A casual, nice shirt doesn't mean much. But when she compliments things that are personal, your smile, your voice, the way you make her laugh, the energy you bring, that's not just kindness. That's intimacy. She's not just observing you, she's showing you she notices the details. And when she does that, it's her way of dropping hints. I like you. Do something about it. You understand? So the 8th sign is she mirrors your movements. Have you ever noticed how her crossing her legs right after you cross yours, or leaning in when you lean in, or sipping her drink right after you sip yours? That's called mirroring, and it's a subconscious way humans build connection. Now, when a woman mirrors you, it's because she's tuned into your rhythm. She's syncing her body language with yours, and when that happens, she's not just comfortable with you, she's inviting more closeness. Mirroring is her silent way of saying we are on the same wavelength. Take the next step. Number 9 sign is she opens doors for physical contact. Some women will make it ridiculously easy for you if you're paying attention. She might jokingly ask you to feel how cold her hands are. She might bump into you playfully. She might hold out her phone for you to look at something, keeping her hand close to yours. These are small openings, small tests, small invitations for you to touch gently, respectfully, but confidently. If she does this, she's not just being friendly, she's signaling, go ahead, it's okay. The last sign is she doesn't end the moment. When a woman doesn't want intimacy, she will find a way to shut things down. She will glance at her phone, change the subject, step back, or make an excuse to leave. But when she wants you to make the first move, she lingers. She doesn't rush. She doesn't cut it short. She stays in the moment. That lingering is powerful. It's her saying, I am still here. I am waiting for you to act. Those are the signs she will give, and you know that she's actually waiting for you to take the first move. Now, let's put it all together. A woman rarely hands you attraction in plain words. Instead, she drops signals. A shift in her energy when you arrive, finding excuses to be close, eye contact that lingers, nervous touches, stretching conversations, those intentional pauses, personal compliments, mirroring your body language, invitations for touch, lingering in the moment. If you can recognize these signs, you separate yourself from the crowd of guys who miss every signal. You become the man who just knows, the man who acts. You don't just become the man who just knows, you become the man who acts with confidence, the man she's been waiting for. Now remember, women don't want a man who hesitates forever. They want a man who notices, who reads the moment, and who takes the lead. So the next time you see these signs, don't overthink. Don't freeze. Step forward. Be the man who makes the move. Now let me ask you this. Have you ever missed one of these signals only to realize it's too late? Drop your story in the comments. I would love to hear it. And if this opened your eyes, make sure to subscribe. And if you have subscribed, thank you, because this is just the beginning of understanding women in ways most men never do. Please give this video a thumbs up, share this video so that more people will get to see it and watch it. Thank you.